everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory. I've got a story that I would like to relate to all of you. Remember the red tails, please. Many of you younger people, you probably say, what do you mean, Grandpa? What do you mean a red tail? You talking about a hiney or what? I'm talking about a group of men, squadrons of men that stood tall. They were American. Their skin color was black. But friends, God sees no color, nor does MAGA, America, see color. We are all Americans, but let me tell you about these men. I lived out the other side of, way out in the country, the other side of Alvarado, Texas. I'd bought 3 acres. Me and my wife had moved out there, and I had a big old half-acre garden. And I was asking some of the farmers around the area, I said, hey, listen, I want some tomatoes. And I've heard some of the big ones, they get over that big around. And they told me, them's counts. I said, what do you mean count? They said, Mr. Counts, he lives way out the other side of, I guess it was Wrestland, I don't know what you call it. It's a cemetery out in Cleburne, Texas. And he was way out the other side of Cleburne, Texas. So I asked for directions, and I took off out there one morning. And I got there and opened the creaking door, and I walked inside this little place. They had vegetable seeds, they had the little weight, that you put your seeds in and weigh them, and then you put them in the little packet and you pay for them. And they had every kind of seed you could imagine. And behind the counter, there was a lady, and there was a little old man that was there, just nice as he could be. And I saw on his head was a cap. And it said, B-17. Well, I walked up there. I said, are you Mr. Count? Yeah, he said, I sure am, youngin'. What can I do for you? I said, well, Mr. Count, I've asked some neighbors. I moved out here the other side of Alvarado and towards a town called Sand Flat. And I was wondering if you could tell me about your tomatoes. I've heard that y'all got some big tomatoes. He said, oh, you're talking about the mortgage lifter. And I looked at him. I said, what do you mean, Mr. Count? He said, well, them tomatoes are mortgage lifters. And he said, I got the seeds back in the 1940s. And he said, we specifically feature those with our tomato seeds. So he took me over there. He's a real nice fella. And he was talking to me. And he was telling me he was a pilot of a B-17 bomber in World War II. And they frequently made raids into Germany. Excuse me, I guess my allergies acting up on me. And they were going deeper and deeper into Germany. And he told me that these red-tailed Mustangs pulled in to their group of bombers. And he said, we had never seen them before. And some of the men looked and they hollered out. They said, well, them they're black people. And about that time, the captain came over the intercom to all the men. He said, let me tell you something. He said, these people have just now stopped 4 BF-109s that were coming right in on us. And they were going to kill us. They got those 20 millimeter cannons, and they were coming head on at us. And they pulled up directly in front of us, and they charged head on, face forward, and knocked those planes out of the air. Everybody got quiet. You know what those gunners did? Mr. Count told me. Him and his co-pilot, everybody stood up and saluted the red tails. Now, the one in the ball turret, he was hollering, I salute, I salute. I can't stand up like you other fellas, but I salute. People, God bless America. Remember the red tails, the pilots of the P-51 Mustangs. They even went up against German jets when we didn't have jets. And the Germans had 4 to 5 20-millimeter cannons mounted right on the front of their nose. Friends, these are brave Americans. Listen, not all of them are malicious, just as not all of anybody else is malicious. There's some good and there's some bad in all of mankind. Each and every one of us have our own faults. And when we're in our youth and everything, we do things that are stupid. I have. I don't know about you if you're going to admit it or not. But I've done dumb things in my life. But I'm going to tell you something. These men gave their lives and fought. And they loved America with everything in them. And against all odds, discrimination at the highest, they stood tall. I salute the Red Tails. And I salute all of America. God bless President Trump. God bless Israel and Netanyahu. And God bless America forever. And God bless our military. Hit the like button, subscribe. Grandpa Hickory, I'll see you on the next video. Make America great again. Forever this time.